Authenticity, being yourself, is not saying everything you think, saying everything you feel, because that would mean that your authentic true self is based on the thoughts that come into your mind. But as we know, most thoughts are regurgitated that come up through you during the day. And that is because when you spend time on a subject or a thought or an emotion, the brain, because it's a very useful organ, will give you more of those thoughts and emotions. That doesn't mean that those things are your authentic true self. That's very far from it, because you are not your thoughts. And you might be like, oh, but how am I not my thoughts? I'm thinking my thoughts. I'm my thoughts. Well, you're not your thoughts because can tell me about them. You can observe them. You can tell me about your thoughts if you really pay attention to them. So who is the one paying attention to them? Well, that will be the decider, the chooser. That would be your authentic self. That would be you. You would be the observer. But if you, as the observer, are identified with the thoughts, you are a slave to those old patterns that most likely come from your childhood. Maybe you got bullied in school. And then you are not your true authentic self because you are unconsciously pulled by patterns. You are a slave to those patterns, not knowing that you are a slave to those patterns. So your next logical question would be, how can I be more of my authentic self? And how can I differentiate between those identifications with those thoughts and my true self? Great question. And the answer is 2 words. Being reactive versus being proactive. Being reactive to emotions and thoughts is being reactive to the patterns, is feeding the patterns, is identifying with the patterns. So you need to be proactive to break those patterns. But here's the thing, it's going to be uncomfortable to go a different direction than the old patterns because those patterns want to stay alive. So the only way to break those old patterns is to be okay with uncomfortable emotions, because the brain is not playing this game. It's like, no, you're running into danger. The brain is thinking you're running into danger because you're doing something new and it's not the old habitual patterns. So the brain will give you more uncomfortable emotions and thoughts. And this is where most people fall back into their old habits and patterns because they're not willing to be okay with the uncomfortable emotions and they don't know the map, the direction to go. So let me give you more clarity about the direction and how to find your direction. To find your direction, we have to first understand what emotions and thoughts we shouldn't follow because they lead us astray of our true selves. Emotions that urge you to fix them, like jealousy, anxiety. If you do behaviors around them, you keep refeeding them. Example, if your desire is to hang out with your friends, but anxiety comes up, social anxiety that says, don't go. If you listen to it by avoiding the action of going out with your friends, you are practicing the old toxic pattern and not the valued action of hanging out with your friends, which is your true self. Because hanging out with your friends is your excitement, your desire, your interest. It has a different feeling than trying to fix a feeling. Now, yes, if you are trying to fix the feeling of loneliness by constantly going out with people that you only go out with because you're trying to fix the feeling of loneliness, that would be, again, trying to fix the toxic pattern, which means refeeding the pattern. So as you can see, this is not black and white. And it's a practice to find your inner self, your authenticity, because you also practice the old unhelpful patterns. So we learned now in this video that fixing feelings and thoughts is refeeding the old toxic patterns. So we need to stop going in the direction of trying to fix feelings, of trying to chase feelings, because that's based on the old toxic patterns. And we need to go in the direction of valued actions. Now, valued actions come from a deeper awareness of what is growing your life, like physical fitness, relaxation, creative expression, building a business, building fun, building relationships, and then doing actions that support those things, like going to the gym, going to events, going to musicals, building a podcast, building a business. And this is going to be based on trial and error, on actions that you proactively set. You see them outside of your head, which means put them on a whiteboard, put them on your phone, and schedule them in the week, and you experience those actions. You go for those actions with any emotions and thoughts. You don't change those actions based on emotions and thoughts. Those actions aren't based on fixing feelings or thoughts. They're more based on going in a direction of interest, of excitement, of curiosity. And the skill here is to not be reactive to the uncomfortable emotions like uncertainty or anxiety when you are acting on new things, because then you would act on the old patterns. You have to build the skill of being okay with uncomfortable emotions. This will show the brain that you don't care about the old patterns anymore, because the brain gives those uncomfortable emotions as old patterns. And over time, the brain will drop them inactive. Over time, this practice will give you even more clarity on what is your true self, on what direction do you want to go. It will give you even more clarity about your own expression, because when you talk to people, you're more aware, oh, my thoughts and emotions trying to pull me to not be embarrassed or to chase validation. No, I'm okay with this uncomfortable emotion, and I share myself in a way that I value. This was 6 minutes, 20 seconds. I don't know what to say. I don't think anybody watched this till the... Did anybody watch this till the end? I try to give the full spectrum of authenticity. So if you want to learn more about it, follow.